G'day and welcome to Planet Coaster. This is the behind the scenes look at my little Matrix Revolutions, if you want to call it that, trailer that I made. And you might be asking yourself the question of, well, where is it all? And this video is pretty much just going to be me showing you it all, and it is all underground. So sadly I won't be able to lift it up to the surface as it is a lot of pieces. So at the moment I will just, oops, I already had my light on. I'll turn the light on and we'll go and have a look at the set that I filmed it all in. So as you can see here, it pretty much was just rinse and repeat for what I designed in this building. It is paused at the moment because if I press play, the rain and the lightning and all of the effects will obviously go off. We'll start all them back up in a second, but I pretty much just wanted to show you it with the lights on. Well, not really lights on, it's in the middle of a lightning flash. The street itself is basically just everything set out. It's pretty much just the one piece of what I could interpret as Agent Smith and our two knights in the middle of our street. Now, initially I had these streets going on for ages. It was very consuming on the PC. I didn't think it was going to be able to do it. Silly me thought, well, I could probably go up as far as I want and do as much as I could, but the more I did, the more frames I dropped, and then it would turn into like, oh, it's getting really hard to control and move the camera around. You can even see now that it's still a little bit glitchy with it moving around, so I did have to change a couple of settings in order to even be able to film in here underneath all these lights. But the reason we do put a lot of these buildings down underground is because it does give us that complete pitch blackness that any lights that you create in your show will light it up. So as you can see, it is pretty much copy and paste either end. There's nothing really special about how I did it. It's kind of movie magic of, oops, it's saving, don't crash. Okay, we made it through a save. That's going to be very scary. Hiding a lot of the lights and sequences was hard to do, and to try and match it up with the movie itself was fun. I did initially have, as you can see, this whole building used to be filled with Agent Smiths, which is what we're calling them for now. But pretty much this story is based off of two pieces. It's based off of these two knights here standing off doing the same picture, and these two knights fighting in the middle. So we'll get to the knights fighting in the middle, but pretty much that whole trailer that you would have seen is based off of pretty much the same animation for both knights and the two knights that are fighting. Just cut differently, different camera angles, I should say, and different techniques to try and drag it out for as long as I could. I'm pretty sure I had this knight that was marched for like, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 seconds of just the same animation march, but filmed back here, and then a little bit more forwards, and then a little bit more here of him pausing. And then we swapped it out to this knight that is posting guard, and he pretty much just falls asleep and wakes back up, and that's just his cycle, whereas this knight marches back and forwards in the scene. So you can get really creative with different things like that, trying to film it and capturing different angles of maybe down this end watching the knight walk up, and then maybe the other end, and then the different sort of camera angles. Like if you go back and watch it and you understand that, you'll see how many animations are just the same if you hadn't noticed already. Like the knights fighting is so funny because it is just that same animation going over and over and over and over again, but the different camera angles, the different cuts and stuff like that make it was just so fun to create. You can probably see here that this whole set is set to a water level. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to show that off without, you can sort of see here, it's hard to see underground, but I wanted it to be where you could see the reflections of the buildings at night and such like that, but it just didn't come across properly in the actual shot. But I'll show you here a little snippet of it running. Not sure if you'll be able to hear me over the rain, that's why I was a bit worried, but you can see I've got my main base lighting, so if I turn this off, you'll see, of the green to try and match that Matrix vibe, and then darkening the street. So my lights get brighter in the middle and then get dimmer as they go down the street, if that's what you're creating. And then the lightning effects itself is literally just the strobe going on and off for both of them to try and match the lighting, which ended up just going out of sync. So most of the shots in the trailer that I made, the lightning goes off and then the sound of the thunder, and then it was funny to try and match it up. If I had another chance to do it properly again, I would have really synced them up to every section of you trying to match it up would work. So what I'm talking about with that is, say the shot where I'm tracking him coming down the street and I'm following him through the windows, is I couldn't get the lightning to match up each and every time. So you'll see, if I was filming, say, the shot of just the close-up of this night, trying to get the lightning and the flash to go off at the same, I would have to film for maybe 2 minutes just to get that one shot of the lightning. I'll show you here and I'll be quiet, but hopefully it doesn't work straight away. So you can see there, flash. So it's that delay. So it's literally you just sitting there waiting for both of them to match up close enough to where you can use that shot, and obviously the night not fall asleep. Like there, perfect. That would have been great, and use that in the final version. But as you can see, it's not really anything crazy or over the top. Like, this is pretty basic coming to my builds, but I really did enjoy this scene. And it wasn't until I seen both of the agents sitting there that I was like, oh, this could really work. But if I bring the two knights in, you'll be able to see that. Come up a bit to get away from this rain. But their fighting animation literally just loops, so it's really easy to just like piece them shots together, but then also hard to try and make the fight look like it stretches out for ages. But I was so happy with how it turned out. Like, I know some people go on about, oh, but it only got blah 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 amount of views, but like, for me, I love watching videos like that back, and I'd say most of the viewers are me watching it myself, because I love it. It's so good. I really enjoy it. But I'll go back up and show you what it's all based off of. A park that I've been sitting on for maybe 2 years now. It was built before I did my movie world build. I designed a Matrix sort of section here. I'll get it here. I don't know if you remember. Whoa, where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, it said no. When I designed my movie park based off of the movies, it was just a tiny little thing, and someone commented and said, oh, this would be cool if someone made it into a real park. But obviously, me never have designed a full park before. I didn't really know that I should have filmed it and uploaded it. So I spent maybe a year before Movie World building that. And this is all like the little sections, but I've been watching to see like whether people would be interested in me finally showing that whole park off that I built, which is pretty much just a movie studio setup that has the Crash Team Racing involved in it, and the Huntress of Hell that I filmed and stuff like that. All of that is built on that studio, and this is part of it, was having the studio tour be able to drive past here and be able to simulate that whole scene of the Matrix. Let's see if I can get it to play here. If this is the sequencer, let's have a look. Something's happening. Oh, that's the lightning. So we'll go over to the rain of setting up that scene for if the tram drives past, you know, so that like the Hollywood tour would be able to sit here and go like, oh, this is the Matrix set and this is how they filmed it. They had all of these animatronics standing here, the dummies, like they did in the real film, and then you had Agent Smith at the end, and then the rain effects, and like how a movie studio would film it. And seeing that, I always thought like, you know what, I could build that into a massive section, which turned into the trailer that you've seen. But yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something you would like to see of maybe that movie park. But yeah, other than that, this was just a little behind the scenes of how I built it. As you can see, nothing over the top, nothing crazy. It is pretty basic of just looping the same animation over and over and over again, and you can create an awesome sequence. So it'd be cool to see what people create. But other than that, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one, and yeah, make sure you have a great day. See ya.